This is called Marvelous Cornelius. It's by Phil Bildner and illustrated by John Parra. Hurricane Katrina and the Spirit of New Orleans. And it's based upon a real person, even though it's a work of fiction. In the quarter, there worked a man, known in New Orleans as Marvelous Cornelius. Morning! He saluted the silver-haired man with the Times-Picayune newspaper tucked under his arm. Greetings! He waved to the couple with the baby on the balcony. Ma'am, he nodded to the woman shaking rugs out on her front window. And when his truck rounded the turn, my young'uns, he called to the kids crowding the corner. Marvelous Cornelius, they cheered. Marvelous Cornelius. At each home, Cornelius sashayed to the curb and shimmied to the hopper, unloading the garbage. Not a single praline wrapper ever stayed on the streets. And those spotless streets, how they sparkled. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Woo, 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 he called to the driver when it was time to stop. Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. He strummed aside when it was time to move. Hooty-hoo, hooty-hoo-hoo was his favorite call of all. Showtime! Cornelius, front flipped to the curb, flung the bags over his head, behind his back, between his legs, and into the truck. He lined the bags along the curb and then launched them, bag after bag after bag after bag, and they landed in a pyramid just inside the hopper's metal mouth. Bang! He clapped the covers like cymbals and twirled them like tops, whizzing and spinning back and forth across the street. And just like those twisting tops, Cornelius danced too, tangoing up Toulouse, sambling down St. Peter, rumbaing up Royale, cha-cha-chewing down Chartres, and everyone danced along. The old ladies whistled and whirled, the old men hooted and hollered, the barbers, the bead twirlers, and the beignet bakers bounded behind the one-man parade. Beignet bakers. But then one day the storm came, the great city filled with water. People and pets, parks and playgrounds washed away. Schools and shops, streets and streetcars washed away. For far too long, water, water everywhere. A gumbo of mush and mud. When those waters finally fell away, Cornelius looked out at the mountains of ruins. It would take 1,000 of me to clean this. He wept. Millions. Cornelius rose. He dried his eyes, for his spirit and will were waterproof. And just like he did every morning, he emptied the garbage into his hopper, and the kids who crowded the corner, well, they pitched in too. So did the silver-haired man, the couple from the balcony, the woman with the rugs, the old ladies and the old men, the barbers, bead twirlers, and beignet bakers. Others too, from Brooklyn, Boise, Baltimore, and Bakersfield, Syracuse, Seattle, Santa Fe, San Antonio, they streamed to the Crescent City. Thousands, millions, a flood of humanity. Hooty-hoo! Marvelous Cornelius cheered. Hooty-hoo! As the great city rose again, marvelous Cornelius, he passed on. But as for his spirit, that's part of New Orleans forever after. There's a sunrise on the street corner. See that there? The end.